Hi, welcome to Grateful Dead Songs, which is my YouTube channel where I try to share what I'm learning when learning new Grateful Dead songs, or any other song I want to learn for that matter. And today I'm working on Candyman by the Grateful Dead off the American Beauty album. And I want to share with you what I've learned and to show you the song, the chords from the song, and maybe a few ideas to stimulate some improvisation over the chords. So, let's start with the chords. We're going to have E-shaped chords, A-shaped chords, E minor shaped chords, A minor shaped chords. If you think of everything simply as these type of shapes, you can change their tonation by barring them and moving them up and down the neck. So if I say an A-shaped chord, I think of the A shape. I can turn that into a B flat by moving it up 1/2 step and barring 2 frets below it. I move to a B and a C. So basically, I move it as far as I want to move it. Same thing with the E. Move it up and then bar. So A shape, everybody should know that. A minor, everybody should know that. They're easy shapes. That's why if they're too complicated, I won't be able to do them. So that's why I try to keep things simple, so I can do them. There's your E minor. So the song itself. Let's talk about the song. It's a shuffle, kind of a slow shuffle, and it's kind of a bluesy song. It's not strictly a blues. It's sheet music shows it being in C, but I don't think of it as being in C. I like to think of it as being in F. So that gives you, the way I think about music and theory and fretboard is geared toward looking at the key and trying to find a key based on the chords and how the chords flow. The song, like I said, is a shuffle, so it's got that kind of feel. It's not straight 2, 3, 4. It's straight. It's slower than that, but it has that shuffle, which is like instead of having 2 eighth notes, you have a dotted eighth note and a 16th note in the rhythm. But anyway, okay, the song is basically 4 verses and 4 choruses. You play the chorus, and then you play the verse and the chorus, and you do that 4 times, and that's basically the end of the song. There's an intro, and there's a ending that is just basically the chorus one more time through. So we'll start off with the intro. And the intro uses 3 chords, actually 4 chords. B flat, F, there's an F, and a C. Those are your main chords. It plays through that 4 times, and then it goes down to a G. The G is kind of the signal we're about to go into the song. We'll get to G. And to get into the song, there's a walk up from the G note, single note, G, A, B, C. You're familiar with the song, you know what that walk up is. So anyway, so you got B flat, F, C. And that is under an intro that is a series of double stops that Jerry uses. He slides up into some double stops that are just based on those 3 chords, a B flat, F, and a C. And here's the double stops. First 2 double stops are built on the 1 string and the 3 string. And it's built around, the first one's built around the B flat up here in this position. And that's basically it. You take your middle finger, put it on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and you slide up to the 7th fret, and then you hold that down, let that ring out, and you take your pointer finger and put it on the 6th fret of the 1st string. And you rock back and forth between those 2 strings. Let that ring out. kind of like I do. The second one is on the same 2 strings. You just drop everything down 2 frets to start off with, your middle finger on the 3rd fret, sliding up to the 5th fret. Now this time, you're going to be on the 1st string on the 5th fret, so you can use your ring finger. It slides right here, and the same concept. Ring back and forth, let it ring and rock back and forth. The first one's at B, the second one is at F, in that shape, in the C shape. Now the next one, you're going back to the 3rd fret, but you're going to drop to the 2nd and 4th strings. And you have that same type of shape you just had on the last double stop, where your middle finger is on the 4th string 3rd fret and your ring finger is on the 2nd string 3rd fret. You start with that middle finger on the 3rd fret 4th string and slide that up to the 5th, and then you let it ring and you drop down that ring finger onto the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And do something different this time. You walk it down. Keep that same shape and drop it 2 frets. And then you drop your middle finger 1 more fret, and you substitute your index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So you're kind of going into the open C shape. You're going from this C shape play all 3 of them. He does that 4 times, I think. Now, obviously it's hard to do that and keep this, have the chords in the background. For a solo guitar, I would suggest doing this, playing it through the first time. In your C, and then play the chords. So remember where you are in your head. Because the listener is going to have that little... And you can play it if you want to. You can just play it through all the times, 3 or 4 times, however many times Jerry plays it. You have no chord. You really don't have any full sound there. So I would do it. The way I do it is just play it the first time. Let the listener's imagination do the rest. Third or 4th time through, you go down to this G chord, and you just come to an abrupt stop. So it's like a measure 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a slow walk. You're up to that C, and you're into the first verse. Let me go ahead and finish showing you these double stops. I showed you the double stops he plays. This is the 4th time. Notice he doesn't go down, he kind of keeps rocking back and forth on these. Now the chord goes down to a G, so he goes up to a double stop, which is basically taken out of the G, on the 1st string, 3rd fret, and 3rd string, 4th fret. And then he walks that up, didn't walk it up, but he takes the top, this inversion of the G, so he goes, fine. This version is on the 7th fret, and it's just the 7th fret, 1 and 3 string, 7th fret. You go back to then you go back to this one, 3rd and 4th. And at that time, when you hit that G, that's the downbeat of the next measure. You're ready to go into the first verse. Now I'm playing electric guitar, so I like to use bar chords because I can control the sounds better than I can with open strings. But if you like to play open, that's fine. Instead of playing the G like that, you can play like that. Instead of playing the C like that, you can play the C like that. The F, that's always tough. Play like that, I guess. But anyway, I'll play these chords, usually barred, so I can control them better. But an acoustic guitar, or if you want just like the ringing out sound of the open, that's perfectly fine. So anyway, we're ready to go into the first verse. A walk up. G, A, B, C. That little walk up leads you to the first chord of the verse, which is C. Come on, pretty women. You go to G minor. Hanging down. F. F. As it can. Back up, and this time instead of a G minor, you're playing a G major. So, come on, see pretty women with your hair hanging down. Go back your window, 'cause it can. F, G. D minor, changing the feel of the song. Back to the G, rolls laughing bones. D minor, and back to F. 7 come 11 boys, I'll take your money home. And back to the G. And that's the end of the verse. Then you're ready to go to the chorus. So let's play the verse one more time. You walk up to the verse from that G, A, B. Come on, all you pretty women. There you go. Let me show you one thing. Tell you one thing. I play this song. I use a guitar a lot as a percussion instrument, so I just kind of keep the beat with it as well as, and you can, it doesn't matter, you don't have to do it that way, obviously. You can play it straight, however you want to play it, however you want to strum it, that's fine with me. I'll just explain to you how I do it. So the verses, C, D minor, yeah. G, roll those laughing bones. F, take your money home. Now, that's the verse. There's the chorus. The chorus starts off just like the very beginning. The B minor, F, C. Look out, the Candyman. Again, B minor, B flat, here, F, C. And then you do this thing. You walk down, starting on an A minor, to a G, down to an F, back up to a G. that's basically the whole song. So I'll play the verse and chorus, and you basically have almost the whole song. So, come on, pretty women, with your hair hanging down, open up your window, 'cause the Candyman's in town. G. We're going to the D minor, back to the G, back to go to D minor. Here we are. F. You said and call me 11 boys, I'll take your money. G. Pretty lady ain't got no friend till the Candyman comes around again. You're back in the next verse. So that's basically almost the entire song. That intro we just learned. The verse, chorus. You have one verse and chorus, and the second verse and chorus. You know, the third verse, you have the guitar solo or organ solo. I think a lot of times they have that live. And then the third verse is obviously the last verse. When you get to the last verse, there's a little bit of a tag at the end where you play the chorus twice. And it's got a little transition. I'll show you that. So say you're playing the final chorus and you're on that last bit. Pretty lady ain't got no friends till the Candyman comes around again. Now they go to F, C, and back to the chorus again. Out again. So it's F, and as you know probably, he picks the string, picks the individual notes. So it's, if you have your F shape, just pick your second, third, and fourth strings. And switch it to the C shape and pick the third, fourth, and fifth. So, and then back into that B flat. So, look out. Pretty lady ain't got no friend till the Candyman comes around again. That's sloppy. Look out, the Candyman. Here he comes and he's gone again. Pretty lady ain't got no friend till the Candyman comes around again. You end on that G. And that is the entire song. Okay, now that we have the song down, I was going to show you a few ideas based on the record and how Jerry plays the song. I've tried to listen to the record a few times, try to pick up generally what he's doing without trying to get note for note, because obviously I know live is going to be different. But what he likes to do is obviously stick to the chords he's playing. He does that a lot. He plays through the chords, not over the chords. He doesn't worry about. He does obviously play in key, but he likes to play within whatever chord is being played, rather than just playing a series of notes that are in the same key as the chord. And for instance, in the live version, in the album, he starts throwing in these little flourishes in the second verse, and they're really tasty, and they complement what's going on in the song, what the lyrics are saying. And I'll show you some of those. So if we start with the second verse, I come in from Memphis, where I learned to talk the jive. He's an F, and he has this nice little lazy lick up here. it's an F. Here's F, that's F. Scale. 1, 2, 3 of F. When I get back to Memphis, there'll be one less. He's going up to the G. When he gets to the G, he does this little lick up here above the 12th fret based on the G major pentatonic scale. The G major pentatonic is that's the first, or that's actually the 5th inversion of the G major pentatonic. I call it the first inversion of the E minor, because I look at pentatonic scales as minor. Anyway, looking at it as a G major pentatonic, he runs this lick, and he's in G, he's got a G chord, he's not in G, but he's got a G chord right here, and so he plays this lick, switching back from the first to the 5th inversion, or second to first inversion, how you look at it at a pentatonic scale. And it's up here, and it goes something like that. So, be one less man alive. Just a neat little lick that leads you squarely in G, but it helps get you to the D minor, which is the next chord coming up. And the lick is up here on the 17th, you go to the first string, 17th fret, you bend it up a full step, and back down, and then down to the 15th fret, second string, 17, 15, third string, you've got 14, 16, and 12, 16, 14, 12, fourth string is 14, 12, and 5th string it's 14, 12, and 10. So this is a pretty cool little lick. Pretty easy, but just kind of neat to know and to have available. Good morning, Mr. Benson. Nice, I'm in D minor. Now think about D minor in the bar using an A minor shape, any kind of A minor shape chord. You can convert it. You can see really what key it's in by taking your pinky and dropping it down to the 5th fret, 5th string, and 1 fret up from the 4th string. It's a D minor. That's an F major. That's an F major chord right there. F major triad. So you're going from a D minor. So he's an F. And the lick he plays is in that D minor. It's an F. You can call it D minor. Doesn't matter what you call it. If you think of it as F, it's going to be the D, which is the 4th. I'm sorry, the 6th of the F scale. But it's a lick that's kind of like this. He's leading you back to the G. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Mr. Benson. I see you do. When he finishes it, he's already in the next verse. He's already in the next measure. He's in that G. Good morning. See you doing well. And he basically. And you notice I played it 2 different ways. It's not that important that you know note for note what it is. The more important is knowing the concept. You got the G, you got the D minor right here, and you have that scale. And you're ending up leading you back to the G. I see you do. And you go back doing well. And then this time he shifts it up here. And this is pretty close to what's on the record. This D shape up here. Yes. Which leads you down to the F. And it's simply you bar the 10th fret and you pluck the 1, 2, and 3 strings. And then you hit the 12th fret on the 4th string, 12, 10, and you go to the 5th string, it's 12, 11, 10, and then slide down to 8. And that's the F right there, and it's anticipating going to that F chord. So, I'll try to play the whole thing and see. Came in from Memphis, where I learned to talk and jive. When I get back to Memphis, be one less man alive. Born in Mr. Benson, I see you're doing well. If I had me a shotgun, you know I'd blow you straight to hell. He's back to G again. See, if you look at the G up here, and you can think of it as an E minor 7. There's the G, there's the E minor, there's the E minor 7. If you take out that one, that octave, and that gives you this the ability to do little double stops and have this little country type feel. You have the bar, and then you have your middle finger on the 2nd string, 1 fret above the bar. And if you know the shape of the chord, you're in a C. This is a C-shaped chord. So it's like a C. It's all the way up here. It's barred. There's your C. It's barred. You can throw in these little double stops. Keep this here because that's important to have that 3rd there. So you throw these little stops. He does a little double stop thing like that. And some people might finger at times. It's easier to do the bar because that way you can. So he does a little thing with a little double stop thing like that. And of course, you don't need to know exactly what it is. Just know the important thing is the concept. Trying to think of what else. There's anything else. Oh yeah, one other little lick. This little country blues lick. It's very easy and it's pretty effective. It's based on the A shape. Take the A shape. And if you think of the A as being, if you think of the little say this bar, this is C. The bar as being basically the end of the guitar, and your A up here. This little lick is just. In that example, I just resolved it back to the C, because we're in C. But you can resolve it to whatever chord you're going into because it ends on the downbeat of the next measure. And it's very simple to remember because if you're in this shape, you just start it on the 5th string on the same fret as the bar. I mean, the same fret as your chord, the A shape. And it's just 2 frets, next string, 2 frets, next string, 2 frets, and bend it back down. And you can, like I say, you resolve it back to there. If you're staying in C, you can resolve it back to the chord, the next chord you're going to. For instance, in this song, you would let's say during the chorus. So you're resolving it back to because you're going back to B flat again. Oh man, he's gone. See. So anyway, that's just a neat, it's a little country blues lick. It's very easy. It's always available to you. So if you're in this shape. And you're playing, obviously you're playing something where it fits, a country type of song, country blues type song, which is basically what this is. That's one way you can resolve that, by playing through the chord changes. Anyway, I hope the song is fairly easy to learn. I hope I was able to show you it was not too difficult, didn't confuse it too much, made it easy to learn, and hopefully some of the ideas for soloing or putting in little flourishes or little touches, little guitar riffs, licks that you can throw in to complement the verse. Hope that helped you some. Anyway, the main thing is to have fun playing the song and play it however you want to play it, and that's the most important thing, is have fun with it. I will talk to you next time. Thanks.